Welcome back, everyone. I'm Slash Sister Hallie, and it is Easter weekend, which means eggs are everywhere. But today, we're not talking about the chocolate ones.
Mm. And I am Slash Sister Jen, and we are reviewing. Should we call it Alien Prometheus? I think that is how it is referred to a little bit
It's
now. But at the time when it was released, it was
just
just
called Prometheus.
Prometheus from 2012, directed by the OG Ridley Scott, and starring Noomi Rapace, Michael Fassbender, Charlize Theron, and Idris Elba, as well
Sir,
as a lot of other
Sir
people.
Idris Elba. He has
I
been
did
knighted.
not know that he had
He has been
been
knighted.
Well,
He is a sir.
Idris Elba. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
I fucking love
He,
Idris
he
Elba.
just got knighted like last month.
That's
so.
awesome. Congratulations, Sir Idris Elba.
This prequel to the Alien franchise dives into humanity's origins, and instead of pastel Easter eggs, we get mysterious alien ones that absolutely should not be opened.
They kind of look more like vases.
Well,
But they're certainly eggs.
balls.
Yes. Nothing says happy Easter like discovering a chamber full of ominous glowing pods that look ready to hatch something nightmare-inducing.
It's philosophical, visually stunning, and packed with tension because curiosity and alien eggs never mix well.
Now, before we go cracking open anything we shouldn't, make sure you check out our Etsy store at etsy.com/shop//sisters, where you will find paintings by me and patches to sew and pin on your battle jacket, as well as t-shirts and hats and blankets and all kinds of cool shit designed by Miss Hallie over here. You get a little bit of a mixture of both of us on our Etsy store, so make sure that's one of the best ways that you can support us, and we hope you will check it out for us.
And the other way that you can support the channel is by hitting that subscribe button, stabbing that like button, and making sure that you ring-a-ling that grave bell so you don't miss any of our shenanigans or our reviews. Shenanigans will be had with or without you, and we want you here for them.
We sure do. So let's go ahead and grab your space helmet, skip the egg hunt, and maybe don't touch anything that's glowing.
Or any black goo.
Yeah.
Let's get into Prometheus.
All right. As a spacecraft departs a planet, a tall humanoid alien drinks a black liquid, causing its body to dissolve. Its remains crumble into the waterfall, and the alien's DNA falls apart and starts to recombine.
The year is now 2089. Archaeologists Elizabeth Shaw and Charlie Halloway discover a star map in Scotland that matches others from several unconnected ancient cultures that have they're like
The same star map keeps showing up.
Yeah, it's the same star map, but these cultures are separated by thousands of miles and oceans apart that they,
And time.
by all right, should not have any type of interconnectivity to them.
Yeah.
They interpret this as an invitation from humanity's forerunners that they have dubbed the Engineers.
Peter Wayland, the elderly CEO of Wayland Corporation, funds an expedition aboard the scientific vessel Prometheus to follow the map to the distant moon LV-223. The ship's crew travels in suspended animation while the android David monitors their voyage, watching their dreams.
Well, at least Shaw's dreams.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, did you notice who her father is in her dream?
Yeah, Patrick Wilson.
Yep.
Yes.
Prometheus lands on the barren, mountainous surface near a large artificial structure. The team explores the interior, discovering stone cylinders, a monolithic statue of a humanoid head, and a decapitated corpse of a very large alien.
All right, rewind. That was like a way recapped version of everything that happened. So, first off, the first person to wake up, David's been monitoring all of the people sleeping. The first person to wake up is Charlize Theron's character,
Vickers.
which is, Meredith Vickers. She is a stone cold,
No nonsense.
yeah. She does not put up with anybody's bullshit. She plays
There-
by the rules, her rules.
There's a reason for all of that, and we'll get
Yes.
to that at the end of this.
Yes,
At the end of
we
this
will.
breakdown.
But like, yeah, like she is something else. She also has her very, very special own living quarters, which,
Ah, not hers.
yes, a very, very special living quarters. So we think is for her. That's where she's sleeping. So, also in that living quarters is a med pod.
That only about 12 of them ever existed.
Ever. And they're
very high,
very, 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 very expensive.
Very, very
yes.
expensive.
Yes.
We also do find out from Sir Idris Elba that it is Christmas.
Yeah.
Because he's got a Christmas tree on the bridge of the Prometheus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing wrong with celebrating the holidays, even when you're
billions of miles away from home.
Yeah. So yeah, now they land, and like half of the crew goes out into what they originally, they go out onto the planet, and what they first see as just a structure that they cannot tell if it's man-made or maybe not man-made, but like
or
if it's
organic,
organic, or if it's something that was put there. So yeah, they go in and decide to start exploring. And what's the guy's name with the little things that?
Oh, the actor's name is Sean Harris.
Whatever the character's name is, he's the one that is
Fennel or something like that.
Finial, maybe something like that. Anyways, he is like an archaeologist, right? So like he's there for rocks.
He's a geologist.
A geologist, yes. And he's like, you know, I'm not here for fucking alien species. I'm here to like check out this big rock and see if this thing is man-made or not. So he throws up the little like trackers or whatever.
His pups.
Yes. And they go exploring. They do end up finding the body of one of the engineers outside of a room. It's clear that, I mean, he's missing his head. So they essentially have figured out that, like, they found a decapitated engineer, or what they
who has been laying there for 2,000 years approximately by carbon dating. David, who has also been studying dead languages and various other things, trying to discern whether he could communicate with engineers if they ever ran into some, opens the fucking door.
Of course he does.
Because he has his own directive.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
yes,
not the human's directive.
Shaw determines that the body is that of an engineer and is able to retrieve its head, intending to bring it back to the Prometheus. The crew find other bodies. Lots of bodies. Not right away. I don't think they find the lots of bodies until later. They do find the bodies that were inside of that main room.
It's the two of them, the biologist and the geologist, that find the
ones that get lost.
Right. Well, because they try to go back to the ship.
Well, yeah, once they find the body, that's when they're like, nah, we're fucking out of here. This is not cool. This is not what we signed up for.
I came here to study rocks. It's clear that you two don't give a fuck about rocks.
Right. And so they piss off. But
they get lost.
And then they end up stuck there overnight once everybody else has already gotten back to
because
the ship.
A storm comes in and breaks communication and everything like that.
Right.
Fifield, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Fifield.
okay. So the crew find other bodies, leading them to surmise that the species is extinct. Crew members Milburn and
who is
Fifield,
the biologist, Fifield is the geologist,
grow uncomfortable with the discoveries and attempt to return to the Prometheus, but are lost within the structure.
The expedition is cut short when a storm forces the crew to return to the ship. David secretly takes a cylinder vase with him, while most of them ooze a black liquid in the ship's lab. The engineer's DNA is found to match that of humans.
So the idea that these engineers really did engineer humans is proven to be true.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Who?
Yeah, that was the engineer at the beginning of the film. That's Jesus Christ.
Right. I mean, it was 2,000 years ago, right?
Well, that's when this engineer was, whatever. Whatever. I mean,
Because science. Felt like there was a little creationism creeping in there. Sorry. Anywho, David investigates the contents of said cylinder. He intentionally taints a drink with a teeny tiny little sample on his finger, and proposes a toast to the unsuspecting Holloway, who drinks it, having stated he would do anything for answers. Shortly after, Shaw and Holloway do the nasty. They be getting it on.
it's also important to note that Shaw is incapable. She's infertile. She cannot
Yes.
bear children because
Correct.
they have tried.
They talked about this. Yeah. Yep.
Inside the structure, a snake-like creature kills Milburn. Well, first he kind of plays
Okay.
with it.
So, yeah, this little scene is kind of cute, honestly. Like, I like the way he's like, oh, you're a pretty little thing, aren't you? Like, he's talking
Sexy
to
little thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and then it wraps around his arm and breaks his fucking arm, and then crawls inside of his spacesuit, and yeah. When Fifield tries to cut it off of him, acid sprays his helmet, melting it. Fifield falls face first into a puddle. When the crew returns, they find Milburn's corpse. David separately discovers a control room containing a surviving engineer in stasis and a holographic star map highlighting coordinates to Earth.
Yeah, so basically the next morning they go back out and they're trying to find Fifield and Milburn.
Yep.
Which they find Milburn's body. Fifield they do not find.
No,
though,
they do
right?
not. They do not. He shows up later.
Yes, he does. So like they get there. They also find like David, who now like knows how to operate the ship, I guess. He gets to witness.
Well, so periodically throughout this, there have been holographic images
Yes.
playing. Like that's how they followed like the corpse where the decapitated engineer
Yeah.
was. David accessed another one that showed him how to like access the ship and everything like
Right.
that. Like it's musical notes and stuff, and then he also sees like the engineer in the background that's still still in stasis that has not died.
Okay, I mean, like, okay, I get that he's been studying languages and ancient.
For 2 years. For 2
yeah.
years,
Yeah,
because they were in stasis for 2 years.
yeah, but like, there's no proof of these things existing. There's no anything to study on these specific. And
So,
the engineers themselves,
There is
They're-
things to
they're
study.
spacecraft. They don't believe they exist.
There-
This was like a
but there
complete
is
fluke, right?
But there is things for them to study because there were encounters between the engineers and ancient human civilization,
ancient human civilization who
Which-
knew nothing
which-
about spacecrafts.
but documented their encounters with them.
But how? Even if they documented their encounters, that's not enough for David to go on first try. This button, that button, that button, that button.
Again,
Whoa.
he watched the engineer access the control panel to see the star map that led to Earth.
Yeah, but remember when the very first hologram came and they were just like walking down the road and he was like, ha ha ha. Ta-da, magic.
Oh, you're talking about when he opened
Yeah.
the door.
Like when
Okay.
he first did everything. It's like, how do you know how to do that?
I mean, he is a synth.
I get that, but like he has nothing to draw off of.
Maybe he just played around and got the right
But he
combination.
didn't. He just boop boop boop. Ta-da!
It was in the
It
script.
was in the script. Thank
It was
you,
in the
Amy.
script.
Yeah.
It was in the script.
Man, come on, Ridley Scott. You should be better than this. Anyways. So, meanwhile, Holloway is rapidly getting sick.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like while they're out searching for Milburn and Fifield,
Mhm.
like he is sick. And Shaw, like immediately, she's like, we got to get him back. He's sick. He is rushed back to the Prometheus, but mission director Meredith Vickers, who was like, I'm suiting up. She was like, don't bring him back here. Don't you bring him back here.
Which, to be fair, is exactly what Ripley said with what was it, Ash? No, not Ash. John Hurt's character.
It's
the
what
fuck?
they should have done too. Period. He needed to go directly into quarantine.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
But people are dumb and don't want to follow rules, and they think that they can just like, but it's Holloway. It's gonna be fine. No, Holloway's an alien now. You need to kill him.
He wasn't an alien.
Or
he was
he's
mutating.
infected.
He was mutating.
But whatever. Like, you need to kill him because this ain't good. Okay. Anyways, she refuses to let him on board, and at his own urging, because he knows that he's fucked up, she burns him to death with a flamethrower in front of everyone, including his girl, which kind of sucks. Anyways, later a medical scan then reveals that Shaw, despite, as we said earlier, previously being infertile, is now at least 3 months pregnant.
So, fearing the worst, she uses an automated surgery table. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Fearing the worst, she uses an automatic surgery table, the one that we were discussing earlier.
That's in Vickers' chambers.
Calibrated for male anatomy, not female anatomy.
That's odd. Why would it be in Vickers' chambers if it was calibrated for a female or for a male body instead of a female body?
So she tells it to remove foreign body from her stomach, abdomen, and removes some type of like squid-like creature.
Yeah.
Okay. Shaw then discovers that Wayland, Vickers' father, has been in stasis aboard the Prometheus. He explains...
Oh, you mean that chambers wasn't for Vickers, it was for her dad?
Yeah.
Mr. Wayland.
Mr. Wayland. He explains that he wants to ask the engineers how not to die of old age.
First off, like they're gonna tell you. Secondly, like they know. Why do you assume they know? His reasoning is stupid.
No,
At this point, on the dock bay, a monstrous, mutilated Fifield returns. Mutated, yeah, mutilated and mutated.
God, even new glasses, you can't fucking read.
I don't know how to read. That's the problem. Words are hard. He is mutilated too because he got his face fucking eaten by acid. So, bear with me. He's mutilated and mutated. He's a little bit of both. He returns to the Prometheus and attacks, killing several crewmen before being killed by the captain himself. Captain Sir Idris Elba.
Janet.
That's his name. No. Captain Sir Idris Elba. He speculates to Shaw that the structure was actually an engineer military base that lost control of a virulent biological weapon. The structure also houses a spacecraft.
Multiple, actually. But yeah. Wayland and a team return to the structure, accompanied by Shaw. David wakes the engineer from stasis and speaks to him in Proto-Indo-European to try to explain what Wayland wants. The engineer responds by decapitating David and killing Wayland using David's head.
Yeah.
And his team before reactivating...
Why the fuck would I help you?
Before reactivating the entire spacecraft.
Fucking puny little, like, project that we had that we were going to try and kill.
Yeah.
We were trying to kill you guys off.
Yeah, so it turns out that approximately 2,000 years ago, before they lost control of everything, they were going to come to Earth and kill off all of us little insects.
Yeah. They don't give two shits about us. Engineers, yeah, they were going to engineer every place they could.
Yeah, pretty much.
Duh. Anyways, Shaw desperately flees and warns Janek, aka Captain Sir Idris Elba, that the engineer is planning to release the menace on Earth to exterminate all life forms, convincing him to stop the spacecraft. So basically, like, Janek and the remaining crew members realize that, like, they have to crash into the spacecraft in order to...
Yeah, because they have no
stop
weapons.
it. Yeah, they don't have any weapons. By ramming the Prometheus into the alien craft, ejecting the lifeboat in the process, which is supposed to have Ms. Vickers on it.
Well, she had to suit up and get to an escape pod first.
Yeah. The engineer's disabled spacecraft crashes to the ground. Well, all right, look, this scene pisses me off, okay? Okay, so Vickers gets out in the escape pod, which doesn't go anywhere. It's like, boom, like immediately. Then Vickers and Shaw start running, right? And like multiple times, Vickers looks back and keeps running in a straight fucking line.
Yeah, I've never understood this. If you see something that's falling towards you, run to the side to get away from it, which is exactly kind of what Shaw did.
Eventually. Took her long enough, but eventually she did get away. But no, Vickers just keeps running in a straight line and gets run over by the spacecraft rolling towards her.
Honestly, she deserved it.
Yeah, she did, but it was fucking stupid.
I agreed, but she deserved it.
She did.
Shaw goes to the lifeboat and finds her alien offspring is alive and has grown to gigantic proportions. The engineer,
got a real life Cthulhu in there, man.
Yeah, well, it's a precursor to a facehugger. Is what it is.
Yes,
it's exactly what it is. Because the engineer forces his way onto the lifeboat through the airlock and attacks Shaw, who releases her alien offspring onto him and thrusts.
An ovipositor.
Okay, thank you. Down the engineer's throat, subduing him.
Don't ask me why I know what that word means. Shaw recovers.
I was gonna ask, but okay.
Shaw recovers David's surviving remains, aka his severed head,
and his body.
Yeah, she does get his body. Yeah, 'cause she lets his body down. She kind of like rides down with on top of his body.
She lowers his body down, puts his head in a bag, and then goes down herself because there's other ships that are on this planet that they can take.
Yeah. So she intends to reach the engineer's homeworld in an attempt to understand why they wanted to destroy the humans. With David's help, she launches another engineer spacecraft and departs from LV-223.
In the lifeboat, however, that's left on LV-223, an alien creature bursts out of the dead engineer's chest that is eerily reminiscent of a xenomorph. They call it a protomorph in this, I believe. Or it's either a neomorph or a proto... I think it's a protomorph. And then in Covenant, they call them neomorphs. Until David lures more humans to where he's at. And then we get a full-fledged xenomorph.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we end this film.
That's our movie.
I know a lot of people...
Thoughts?
I know a lot of people dislike this. I know a lot of people really disliked it. Especially, they especially disliked Ridley Scott going back and tampering with lore. I loved it.
I saw this movie in the theater. Actually, I saw it in the giant screen theater down at the Riverfront. It was right after they opened. It was one of the first movies that they played there. At the time, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really loved it. I thought it was full of tension. It was really fun to watch. Watching it this time, knowing that we don't see anything until the very end, knowing the story already, knowing where everything was going, I was bored. I really was. It dragged a lot. There was some really cool stuff in it. But I just feel like there was stuff that like did we really need all of that? Did we really need this?
So the whole reason why this and Alien Covenant even exists
is to bridge everything.
Well, it's to explain how the xenomorphs, the face huggers, and all that stuff came to be.
Sure. But wait, did we need to know how they came to be?
Yes.
Why?
I want to know.
Why?
I want to know.
You needed to know that they couldn't just be an alien life form that grew on another planet. We had to introduce another alien life form, and then we had to like produce and another alien life form. So, like, it's whatever alien life form that killed the engineers is now also, like, mixed with humans, which are also engineered. Like, did we need all of that?
I thought it was a beautiful story.
It is a cool story. I will agree with that. But also, it's like a not so Abrahamic take on giving it an Abrahamic background. Like, did we really needed to have a creator?
Doesn't everybody want to meet their creator?
I don't know. Maybe to kick him in the face for all the shit that he's put me through.
Well, that would be your parents. All right, so bloody machete up for me. Apparently a down from her.
Sorry, guys.
We'll get this out of here. Or not.
Let's do a creature feature. Can we? We do something wild and crazy and fun, or I don't know. I've never seen this movie, so I really.
You've never seen this movie?
I have not. I know. And so I don't.
And it's produced by Sam Raimi. What the fuck?
I know. And so like I don't know. I don't think this is even like a creature feature in the way like Lake Placid or anything like that is, right? Like it's like a normal alligator.
I mean, it's a big ass alligator.
Yeah, but it's not like genetically altered or something like.
Well, the one in Lake Placid wasn't genetically altered. Anyway, with that being said, crawl, y'all.
It's time to crawl, y'all.
So yeah, killer alligator. 2 people stuck in a house. Hurricane, flood. Yeah. What more could you want?
Apparently, I needed more than that because it didn't grab me and say, "Hey, Jenny, watch me." Even Sam Raimi didn't say, "Hey, Jenny, come and watch me."
I mean, that's all it took for me to fucking buy it was Sam Raimi. Fuck yeah.
I shoulda.
You shoulda. You coulda. You didn't. But I'm
gonna. So join me in watching this week, and come back next week where we will be breaking down Crawl and all the cool things about it. I know Sam Raimi's got some cool stuff up his sleeves because he always does. And until next time, make sure you slash the subscribe button.
Stab that like button.
And ringling the grave bell. So you don't get, I'm all messed up.
Yeah, so you don't
I
get
messed
left
myself
behind.
up.
So you don't get left behind and can stay up to date on everything that we're doing here on this platform. Until next
time,
we will catch you all
in the afterlife.